That's one way to get pink eye.
Hey-o!
It's terrible. Okay, welcome to the Shoulder Button Boys. This is episode 7. My name is Ryan Johnson. I'm your host for today. And with me I have Matt Lawrence.
Hello.
Tim Spence, a new guest for today.
Hello.
Adriana Petty.
Hello.
And Marty Isaacs.
Hello.
So we're going to start off like we always do with what we are playing. And Matt, who was prepared, he knows what he was playing.
He's got this.
Forgot earlier. I was actually more or less playing a little bit of Skyrim, trying to complete my house in the DLC Hearthfire, as well as playing some Dynasty Warriors again on Vita. It's just good stuff. I have like six of that game. So
Hey, don't forget about Robin Hood.
I also beat, after 10 years, I beat Robin Hood, beat the last level of Robin Hood.
10 years.
Defender of the Crown.
Doesn't feel good to go back and finally finish a game
It was
that's
awesome.
been stalking you. For me, it was Castlevania for the original NES.
For me, it was Majora's Mask.
Everybody has one,
Where's
and
Mario?
I finally beat it.
Huh? Oh, okay.
So yours was Mario?
Where's Mario?
Is that even a
Is
game?
that what that's called?
The original, yeah, like the original one before Luigi's Mansion, where
Yeah.
you're Luigi.
You're looking
it's
for
called
Mario.
Where's Mario?
Yeah, that game's fucking hard.
All right, Tim, go ahead.
Which system?
Anything. Could be anything. Could be apps.
What are you playing?
Could be a board game.
What am I playing right now? I'm like simultaneously playing 20 games at all times.
List them.
Good.
Okay.
That makes up for me not playing anything.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'll take up some of Adriana's time. On the Xbox, I've been playing Gears of War 3 for months. I also just started playing Borderlands 2. Hell yeah. Or sorry, keeping this PG. Doesn't matter.
No, it's.
I just swore.
Fuck the PG.
Do we have time?
Oh goodness.
On the 3DS, I've been playing Mario Kart 7. I also have been playing a couple of old Nintendo DS games on it, like Super Scribblenauts, which is a fantastic game. Even though it's for like little kids, it's like I can't even imagine coding that game, coding in all the objects that you can use.
Yeah.
And I've been playing Pokemon Black in anticipation of number 2 coming out. It's like the best name for a Pokemon game ever.
Did you go into EB Games and get your legendary for
No,
Black?
that's what, on October 6th or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
You have until October 6th to get it.
Yeah, it's until October 6th.
oh, it's
Okay.
until.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I read the thing wrong then. PS2, because I finally got a PS2
God,
after
man.
so many years. PS2, I'm playing Resident Evil 4
Nice. Okay.
in
Nice.
anticipation of 6.
Although
Good game.
Oh, we'll get to
Adriana
that.
played the demo, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what you can say you're playing.
It's one of the few demos I played.
Okay, well, go ahead. Keep
Played
going.
the Assassin's Creed 3 demo at what was it called again?
Fanex,
Fanex.
2012 Toronto.
When you do life story of what you've played.
Yeah.
Hey man,
How do you
He
manage
said
all these
list
games
them.
though? How do you manage all these games?
I just play
But
whatever I
I-
feel like playing.
I find it hard to like keep
Yeah.
track,
Oh, I don't keep track.
and then I don't know which one I want to play.
I usually keep it to one title per platform. Like if I play something on PS2, I'll only play one thing on PS2.
Well, I
one
mean,
game on
like
Xbox.
I've got all these games, right? Like so, like usually I keep it like on a rotation. Like I'll be playing 2 per platform, but I'll like rotate them. So like I'll be
Magic marker
playing.
schedule and you're
Yeah, really got like color coded and highlighters. No, but I mean like I've got Gears and Borderlands recently, but then I'll play like Tony Hawk American Wasteland and
Oh my goodness.
yeah, like old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Adriana.
I'm actually playing a game. I won't say what it is because otherwise Marty will just yell at me for not playing Arkham.
Oh
City.
yeah, that's right. Okay, I
Oh
remember.
no.
It's gonna be forever until I start playing that. But I usually don't play demos. I made a rare exception for the Resident Evil 6. I only played the Leon one, not the Chris or the Jake.
Screw Chris.
What are you doing over there, Marty?
Don't worry about it.
So I wasn't too impressed with it.
Yeah,
Very, very clunky moving controls.
that's what most people are saying
Yeah.
with the demo.
Yeah, I found it easier to move when you're just when you hold down the left trigger and you're aiming. I found it easier to move there. You don't run, you just walk.
Hey, you can finally move while you're aiming in Resident Evil games.
I like the
that's
one
a
thing I do
huge
like is
advancement.
when you fire. I don't know what the deal is with this yet, but you have your crosshair and you have a little reticle in the middle. As you fire, it will start to stray off in different directions.
Yeah.
And the more and more you go, you have to adjust your aiming constantly, even as you fire. And when you're done, it'll very calmly move back to the center.
So it's kind of like having a big reticule, and then instead of just saying, oh yeah, your bullet's gonna go anywhere randomly in here. It's like
It's just a dot.
you have
It's a
a
ran-
dot.
It's
like
it's,
your
it's pretty
bullets
much a
gonna
dot
go-
like Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
But then it will constantly shift the more and more you fire. I
Is
think
that-
I think there's upgrades you can do to your gun to
That's an interesting.
Is that even if you
mechanic.
don't have an automatic weapon?
Follow me.
Like it's just like a
Wait.
handgun.
a handgun too. I know.
Wait.
Yeah, a
So
handgun.
as
too.
you keep
Follow
firing,
me.
it'll just
Yeah, because it's not
Dumpster.
it is a new thing. I don't know. It will fire as fast as you can hit the trigger.
okay. Cool.
So it's not set it's not at a set rate. I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to use a friggin' herb. I was getting killed. I'm like the only option in the menu was like drop or send a case. I'm like, I don't know what the hell this means, send a case. So I hit it and it disappeared. I'm like, oh shit. And then I noticed is what it does is depending on how you mix it, your herb can be represented as either a dot or up to 6 dots and anywhere in between. So what happens is when you send it to your case, up in your bottom right corner, bottom left, depending on where you send your thing, because you can actually change it, which is
Change
cool.
your UI. That's cool.
Yeah, it will have 6 dots, and then you press RB at a 1-to-1 rate, or if you hold it down, depending on how many seconds you hold, you can do a 2-to-1 rate, whatever, and it will refill your health. Per
So it's
thing.
like selective healing, however much you want to heal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna be good for like the
that at
super
first.
OCD people.
At first, I was really annoyed with the system until I realized what I was doing.
yeah.
Because like always these little pills popped up. I'm like, all right, they keep on giving me pills. They keep on doing this. But it's actually me sending
Grabbing
it to them.
pills.
I didn't even know I was doing it accidentally.
Okay. And Marty, what are you playing?
I am playing Borderlands 2. Picked that up on Tuesday,
Mhm.
and I am actually loving it.
It's so
I
good.
picked up the first game last week. Played the crap out of it in anticipation for this one,
Oh man.
and I'm loving it. I got 2 classes going. I got 1 assassin class and 1 gunzerker.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
And you said you preferred the Gunzerker.
Gunzerker all the way.
Now, how hard is it to level in that game? Because I know the first one was kind of easy.
It's pretty much the same. You can
it's
go and
the same,
grind if you wanted
yeah.
to. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
pretty
you could
easy.
just sit in one spot and kill friggin' bullymongs all day. But
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you just like continue on in the story, I mean, you're gonna level really fast as long as you're doing quests.
The story's good at keeping up with what level you're at,
Yeah.
making
exactly.
things kind of challenging.
The
but
first
not
game was
overly
the same
difficult.
though. I mean, it was always
Well, I remember-
unless you went off and did like every side quest,
Yeah.
and
That's
then
right.
like all of your quests for the story would go from tough to what was it like
Trivial.
trivial. That's the difficulty. Yeah.
Yeah, because me and Marty weren't level enough, and we fought Bonehead. I think was his name was,
The first boss.
and we got destroyed.
Who?
This is
We
the
weren't even
first game we're
close.
talking about?
Yeah, the first one, and we just got destroyed.
Yeah, me and my brother were playing it and we couldn't do it. And then
So we did other missions. Yeah.
he left and then he like worked with somebody else for a bit, for like a week or two.
Yeah.
Leveled up and he came back with me and then we went in and
But weren't you like moving forward? Weren't you a little bit lower level than him then?
yeah, I'm always behind now because now even today if we go back to Borderlands, we'll always play together and I'm always a couple levels behind.
And me as well. I've been playing Borderlands, so not much to say there. And I'll probably add this to your segment too, Marty. But I'll let you do this. Do you have apps for us today?
I have 1. I was going to mention yours.
Okay, cool. So yeah, next up we have apps with Marty. Take it
Apps
away.
with Marty. I got 2 recommendations this week. 1 is actually a free-to-play game. It is called Dead Trigger. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous looking zombie game. Yeah, it's free to play. The controls are pretty tight. Matt, you played this on the playbook as well, right?
Yeah, well, actually on the Android tablet.
Oh,
But yeah, I thought it was on there, but it was actually this one that I'm using now. But yeah, it's pretty decent actually. I don't like how a lot of the stuff is like pay real money, but I mean,
well, it's free. It's gonna have
Yeah.
microtransactions,
That's
but
pretty much every
for a
free-to-play
free game, this is an effing good-looking game.
It looks really nice.
yeah, it's a nice first person shooter
Yeah.
for sure.
So I recommend that. Also, Ryan actually recommended this one to me, but due to tax reasons, again, I cannot download this freaking
Should we just
app.
start at like a tally? Just
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sorry, Marty gets
Marty's
screwed over
tax
by
hassle.
tax.
Yeah.
Marty's
What
tax
a,
ass.
what a donation button beside the video.
My God.
Donate your spare change to
But
Marty.
the app
Or-
is
or
the app's
next.
called The Room, and it's a puzzle solving game.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe.
It's if you played Myst, you'll kind of get a better idea what this is. I'll just quickly explain Myst. You're basically just dropped into a random like group of islands, and you're really given no clues as what to do, and you just kind of explore the island, searching for how to open up different things. You push a lever on one side of the island, something else opens up, and it was all just picture based. So like you move from like picture to picture. It wasn't actually like a 3D game.
It's like a point and click adventure.
It's
Yeah.
point and click. Yes.
Now Myst is a little more current. It does give you like 3 clues to help you out. The first one pretty vague. Second one describes it a little bit more, and then the third one just plainly gives it to you. But you can choose to activate those different hints. And basically, you're in a room. There's a light, and a safe is lit up. And you need to move around the safe, pick up different objects, read letters, grab keys, and you have to work your way through these puzzles to open up the safe. Inside the safe is another box. Inside that box, another box. You got to break your way through. I think there was only 3.
Redundancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, that's a gamer grind right there.
Yeah. And there's only like 3 boxes, but I think they're adding more levels, and there's something special inside. So
yeah, Dead Trigger's free. Go check it out. And the room, I believe, is $4.99.
okay. So we're gonna move on to our stories of the week. Last week we didn't have an episode. Had some technical difficulties. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. So we're gonna just cover one of the biggest stories we had last week, which was the Wii U. Now the Wii U is coming out November 18th. And pre-orders are going pretty quick, so if you want to pre-order it, go get your pre-order down now. I think it's like $40-$50.
I believe you can't anymore.
The
You can't
deluxe, the
anymore?
deluxe one is gone in most retailers.
You can still order it online from Future Shop or Best Buy.
But I believe EB Games was only this week.
Yeah, and
According to
if you order
mine.
from Best Buy or Future Shop, I did from my Best Buy. You don't actually have to pay anything. They literally just retain your credit card, and
Oh,
with
okay.
with anything, they charge it when they ship it.
Okay.
So you have up until the day before, actually maybe 2 days before to cancel it, like for whatever reason. No guff, no charge.
Okay, and yeah, do you remember the different configurations that they had for the Wii U?
$300 model, which was white, and it was 8 gigabytes.
Yep.
It came with
HDMI.
HDMI cable and one of the tablet controllers.
Yeah.
What are we calling those? What are those called?
Tablet controllers.
Gamepads, I think.
Gamepads.
gamepads.
There we
Gamepads.
go.
Yeah.
We'll
And
be
then
on the
the-
ball, Tim.
Oh yeah, you know me, Nintendo.
And then the higher end one was $349.
Yeah, which is kind of shocking. I would have thought they would have done $249 and $299.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they went $299 and $349. But it's $349 black system, 32 gigs.
Oh,
Is
we
it
should
32?
mention that the
White is 8 and the black is 32.
yeah,
Holy
you can
crap,
only
I
get
thought
that.
the
You
black one
can't.
was 16.
No, it's 32.
Oh,
But
32.
both of them are expandable memory. If you
Oh,
put an
yeah,
SD
okay.
or USB or whatever, you can expand it.
It also comes with Nintendo Land.
Yeah, Nintendo Land. I remember on our failed episode last week, I forgot to mention that in the thing.
Nintendo Land.
Yeah, real quick. What do you guys think of Nintendo Land? I know Marty said you didn't like it.
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I pre-ordered the thing. I don't even know what it is.
You
Yeah.
pre-ordered it? You didn't?
It's
I
like
have no idea what
It's like a terrible copy of the PlayStation Network, except it's like an amusement park. They're kind of trying to do the same thing that the PSN did.
And it's
where-
on
Are
a
you
disc.
talking about home?
PlayStation Home.
Or, yeah, sorry.
That's
It's
right.
Yeah.
I guess that's a fair comparison.
It's because it's like it's this area where you can run around, and you like see other people and stuff, and you can play mini games together, which is just like the
Home,
PlayStation.
yeah.
But I don't know. It just looks way too like
Someone should have told them
Like
no
for
one
5
plays
years
their,
home.
their main amusement place looks way too confusing. My eyes were hurting looking at this.
like it's
the
all
thing.
circular and there's colors everywhere and
Much
friggin'
like
like
the
trains
Jack
flying through the
Astor's
sky.
menu.
It's
And
like
it looks very cheap too.
Yeah.
I know they're giving away with the
Astor's
consoles, but I mean
Yeah.
Wii Sports was a lot better done
Yeah.
than,
I'll tell you that story later.
than Nintendo Land, and but you get it free with the console. I mean, can't really
yeah,
complain
well,
about
You know,
And
I
also-
got I got Nintendogs with my 3DS and I haven't played it yet.
And with the 32 gig model, black, you get cradles for your system and the gamepad.
That's good
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah.
that. So you can now stand it up vertically. I guess is what the
Yeah.
Was that the gamepad or you mean the cradle for the
You-
system?
you get
to
a-
make
you
it
get a
stand
cradle
up?
for both.
I think
Oh,
there's
okay.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were saying about how you were surprised that it was the 300 and 349.
Yeah, we had a couple episodes ago. I think we unanimously agreed that it would probably be $249, maybe as
Yeah.
high as $299.
That was before the price was announced.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might do the same thing they did with the 3DS. 3DS came down. What was it? $60.
Did it come down before release or
It was
was
after.
it released at two?
It,
whatever.
No,
it was
it was
released
released
at
at-
249 and it went down to 169.
That's amazing.
I got it.
That is
after it
such a
went
big
down.
price drop.
But see, what they did though is for the people who paid the 250. One of my friends, Dylan, he paid. Got it when it came out, and they gave like free game credit or something like that. You could
you
for the different-
download certain games off of the
you could get
eShop. Yeah.
like roughly the money that you lost, that value equivalent in downloadable games.
Yeah.
So that was good, and that was pretty cool.
Mhm.
So
I
they
want
might do the
straight money
same
back.
thing for the Wii U.
You just
if
want your
not-
money back.
Yeah, if not enough people are buying it, then they're probably going to be like,
Well, they did have a slow launch. I mean, the opening like week was pretty good, but then it just kind of died off after that. They really needed to cut the price. The Vita really needs to do that. I think.
Yeah.
The Vita's the same
I,
price
I
as
might,
PlayStation.
I might have
Sony's
considered
retarded.
buying a Vita if it wasn't so expensive.
Well, later we're going to talk about the new PS3 that was released. It's the same price as the Vita.
And Sony said
And-
don't expect
Yeah,
a price
cut
drop.
on the other ones.
Yeah. So.
That's ridiculous.
Marty, you have the list of the Wii U release date and release window list for us.
Now, the list I found this time, my list was way better last week. But I don't have...
Just go to the thing I posted. It should be in the...
Well, someone has to talk while I find it.
Go...
Actually, I have a question about this now. Actually, just to, I guess, fill it too. For a cradle, for like, I mean, I understand for the tablet controller, that's pretty obvious because there's tablet cradles in general. But for the system, what does it do? Stand it vertical?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
believe it.
That's all. But
Because the Wii came with the stand in it that you could make it stand vertically. And then it would just sit horizontally if that's how you wanted it.
the Wii U almost looks like the Wii Family version or whatever. Like, you know how like the new Wii, like the newest Wii is like the flat sitting one. It almost looks like it would look bad standing up.
I think so. but-
Yeah, that's why my Wii U's gonna be laying down.
For sure,
Like,
yeah.
it's gonna look like it does in the advertising.
Yeah.
It looks too small to want to stand vertically.
Yeah, really.
So
Now, is it-
I will be taking full use of that tablet cradle. When I'm not using that thing's gonna be angled right at the corner between my bookshelf and my TV unit.
Gonna be drawing
It's gonna
Link.
look
Now,
nice.
do you-
He's already got it.
do you think they're
set
going
up.
to sell accessories like cradles for the white one, though? Like separately?
There might be a third-party cradle. I don't think Nintendo will.
No? So this is a main feature that they want to sell with the 32 gig model.
It's kind of like the Vita, where I bought the first edition one. I have a hard case. You want a hard case? You buy third party now,
Yeah.
which is a little weird. But I mean, I'm happy I got an exclusive case.
Keep in mind what they're doing about the gamepad. So.
Yeah.
That's for later.
So yeah, are you guys excited for the Wii U then?
I
You have a
immediately
pre-order.
pre-ordered.
Did you have
I'm
pre-order?
excited. I pre-ordered. I don't know if I'll be able to financially fulfill.
Yeah,
just,
really.
Just
I know
credit it.
that.
Credit that stuff.
But I mean, when I saw it at E3, I
Bad
was
idea.
like,
Good advice from Matt Lawrence.
like when Miyamoto walked out on the stage and he's like, "Oh yeah, very good. We got the new Wii U, and it's very good. Yeah, look at all the games." And then, man, I was like, "Please let there be a Pikmin game. Please let there be a Pikmin game." And Pikmin 3 is a launch title, and I'm like, or a little bit after, and I was like, "Thank you," because Pikmin has got to be one of my favorite games of all time, top 10 for sure.
I've never played it, so I don't know. I watched the video at E3. What was that? E3 they showed?
Yeah, they
Pikmin?
showed it at
I watched the
E3.
video. I didn't know idea what was going on. Like this is
like-
fun to people.
Yeah,
and-
it's hugely different from the first two games.
Yeah.
The first one, not many people liked because basically the story of it, you're this little guy and you work for a shipping company, and then your spaceship gets hit by meteor, I think, in space, and you crash land on this planet, and then your ship breaks into pieces, and you gotta collect 30 pieces for your ship. Well, there's 30 pieces in 30 days
Mhm.
because you have a limited oxygen supply. So it's like, okay, one piece a day. That's pretty easy, and it starts you off easy. You can, if you know how to play the game, you can get like 3 in the first day, etc.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, and you unlock different parts of the planet. But you only need a certain number of core pieces to escape, so you can get away with like 24. So a lot of people didn't like that. They thought the game was too hard. So in Pikmin 2, the story continues, and he goes back. It's after Pikmin 1, and he gets he goes back to the company that he worked for, but it went bankrupt while he was away. So then they
this is all in Pikmin.
yeah, this is
All
Pikmin.
this craziness.
Yeah, there's a big backstory. Well, it's not big, but it's a backstory to the game. So you bring back a little souvenir for your kid, and then it's like it turns out all the junk on that planet is actually worth a lot of money to in their economy. So the guy sends you back with another guy to go collect money. So you have infinite days to collect the money, like they're in debt.
Yeah.
So it's like 10,000 pick dollars or whatever it is. I don't remember what the money's called. But so Pikmin 2 is super like casual compared to the first game because there's
Wow.
infinite time. You can just explore it as you like. So Pikmin 3 is like, I think it's like, what is it, up to 4 players or something like that? You got like 4 people going at once on it.
Like online multiplayer.
I think it's online multiplayer, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like you can just have 4 captains running around, all friggin' controlling their Pikmin and maybe like doing PvP. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So did you find it yet, Martin?
I got it. Yeah.
Okay. Go. Take it away.
So games you will be getting launch day for your Wii U. You'll be getting Assassin's Creed 3,
Amazing.
Batman Arkham City,
Armored Edition.
Armored
Armored
Edition,
Edition,
Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Epic Mickey 2, Darksiders 2, Just Dance 4.
Yes.
Of course, the new Super Mario Bros. U.
Yeah.
That I'll buy.
Scribblenauts Unlimited.
Oh yes.
Rayman
maybe I'll get
Legends.
Rayman Legends looked really good at E3. That looked really fun.
You'll be getting some sports games, Madden,
I'm buying.
There's
FIFA.
always a Madden.
NBA.
Always a Madden game.
and of course, you'll be getting Zombie U.
Yeah, it looks okay.
Yeah. What? It looks amazing.
That's why I bought the console actually.
For one game.
One game. I'm literally, that's all I'm gonna have on for probably the first
He
couple
wants to
months.
feel like Rick Grimes did.
So that seems like a pretty good launch lineup then. That's day
Yeah.
one.
I think
so.
my three main ones are going to be Mario, Zombie U, and FIFA if that's launch.
You know,
Also-
even Epic Mickey too. I saw the trailer for
Yeah,
that while I was like waiting for a YouTube video to load. I was like, that looks pretty friggin' cool actually. Like it's just it's
I like the concept.
Disney
I'm just worried
Yeah.
about it getting a little bit too redundant. You know.
Oh yeah, no for sure. I mean, it's just like it's a game appealing to kids, obviously, but it's like 2-player and stuff, and you
Yeah.
need to work together to do the puzzles. I think that's pretty
And
cool.
that it is coming out on other consoles too.
Yeah, I
like
believe
PS3
that's
and
hitting the
Xbox.
move as well.
Yeah.
No, wait a sec. That was actually those ones you just listed, Marty. Those were all launch day.
These are all launch day.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. They're a little bit late on some of them.
So
Like,
you're gonna be spending a bit more
Batman and-
than
I'm telling you, you're going to see zombie whatever when it comes out on PS3 and Xbox.
Zombie move.
I'm still not sure about that.
I give it. It'll probably be like a year, but you'll see it.
Zombie
Ported.
Connectimals.
yes,
Because Ubisoft is really supporting the Wii U. A lot of
Okay.
their conference at E3 was really Wii U based.
Okay, but that's
I don't know if they.
their support. The support could be just for the first year. Like, not to say they won't come up with new stuff,
Do we?
but I'm calling it now. Probably up to 1 year after the Wii U launch, you'll see Zombie U or whatever they're gonna rename it, Zombie whatever, on at least the Xbox 360.
Do we know if Nintendo is helping develop it though? Because then it definitely wouldn't. come
I
out
will
on
look it
those.
up while we move on.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us what the launch window titles are then.
For some reason that kind of vanished. I have games that will be coming out before the end of 2012.
Okay, that works.
We got Ninja Gaiden 3, Rise of the Guardians, Skylander Giants, Tank.
Skylanders.
You might like this one, Matt. Warriors Orochi 3.
Yes, come on.
And of course, you got the classics like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy.
Oh my god!
classics, yeah.
Yes.
As two separate titles.
Two separate
I
titles.
think I brought this up last week on our failed episode.
Aw.
Yeah.
They're not together. They're actually two separate titles.
Hey man, that's cool.
I didn't even know they made
I
a
can
Warriors
do-
Orochi
Jeopardy
2.
just became the I think voted the best game show of all time. So
What was?
I love Jeopardy. Recorded
Jeopardy?
every-
Jeopardy, yeah.
Alex Trebek, man.
It's so good.
We should play it on the Wii U. when it's
If you, I have the episodes saved. If you ever want to watch the episodes with Watson the computer,
oh, yeah.
where they bring Ken, what's his name, Jennings,
I'm not sure. I don't know. Wait.
and like the two major champions, and they fight off against the computer. who's
Oh,
in the
okay.
middle. Amazing. Three episodes, amazing.
Okay.
It's cool.
Yeah, Zombie U, developer, Ubisoft. That's it.
It's not supported by Nintendo.
Nope.
Okay.
I give it a year. You'll see it on.
Okay.
on
yeah, I can-
Xbox.
I can
Also,
see
other
that.
games coming out for Wii U. I found the previous list. Pikmin 3. Forgot to mention that entirely. Lego City Undercover.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
looking pretty good. Actually.
I remember
That's
that.
good
I
stuff.
am
That was kinda
super
cool.
stoked for this
I could
game.
care less for the Lego games.
Oh
It's
come
not.
on!
It's not the same. It's not like the other like.
It's
Yeah,
an
it's-
open
it's-
world game.
Yeah.
Is it real open world?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
it's
then I'll
not
count
like
it.
Lego Star Wars or Lego Indiana Jones
Okay, good.
or
I'll get that
Batman.
one. Then.
Well, that easy. Okay.
You know how many years it's been since I free roamed around the Lego City?
7.
There was another free
Prob-
roaming Lego game?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, there was an
Lego
old
Island. It was
one,
for
yeah.
the PC.
Yeah,
Back in
I
about
used-
1997.
yeah.
That was. Oh,
That was a
okay.
good game.
It was awesome. You played
Yeah.
as the little kid. I can't remember what his name was. It was like something to do with pizzas because your parents worked in a pizza parlor and you were a skateboard kid and you delivered pizzas.
Yeah.
But you could also like stop criminals and stuff.
Yeah.
That yeah.
That was.
You, like, help
I
the
played
police
that
and
game like maybe like 3 or 4 times.
You could like fly helicopters in that.
Yeah.
You're like a little 8-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You're like
Amazing.
woo.
I think we should mention the gamepad thing now. That you
Uh,
cannot buy.
Yeah, that's the story coming.
Oh,
next.
no.
You
Here
must
we
have
go.
read the layout, Marty.
I must have read the layout.
Marty read the layout.
He's on the ball.
So Nintendo has recently said that they will not be selling in America a spare gamepad, but will replace any broken ones for a fee.
Suck it, Americans.
I
Well,
think-
we're-
I
we're-
think
we're in the
we're
same
included
boat.
in
North
that.
America.
Yeah.
I found something out the other day.
What's that?
Double Big Macs are not common in the States. That is something that Canada's getting. Double Big Macs, people.
Really?
Back to the game.
You go to the States and you ask for a double Big Mac, they'd be like, "What? You're fat."
Well, you know what's terrible? I went to the States. I'm like, "Can I have a Smarty McFlurry?" They're like, "What's a Smarty McFlurry?"
Because it's
It's M&Ms.
it's Nestle. Because
Yeah.
Nestle products aren't in the States.
They made me feel like an idiot though. But so thanks for
So
that.
stand
McDonald's.
by my previous statement. Suck it, Americans.
It was I saw some chef did a step-by-step thing how to make your own Big Mac at home. Exactly. Do step-by-step of how to
Oh,
recreate
gross.
exactly like
Oh
you-
yeah. 'cause
I-
they
I make my
released
own Big
the,
Mac sauce.
Yeah.
Ingredients of the secret
Yeah.
sauce.
And then I hadn't had McDonald's like a year and a half, but after I watched that, I'm like, I want a Big Mac. I still
No.
haven't got one.
oh, I hate McDonald's.
You hate yourself after you eat it, but
Well,
It's
it's not hair
delicious.
in it.
It's
but while you're
delicious.
eating, it's
No.
so good.
I hate myself driving to it.
So yeah,
Why am I
back to
doing
the story though. I remember them saying that they were gonna have the Wii U was gonna be able to run 2 game pads.
They,
And now
they
they're
said
saying they're
that.
not-
They didn't say you could buy it.
Yeah,
You gotta borrow
it's possible.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Maybe that's what they expect people to bring their gamepad over to your friend's house.
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna do that.
But then charging to have it replaced if you break it, because you can't go out and buy a new gamepad if you break it
Yeah.
yourself.
They're not packaging them separately.
Yeah, and then I guess I think this is just rumored price. It was like $175 to repair it, wasn't it?
It said as
Was it
anywhere between
between-
125 and
Yeah.
150.
$150.
But they said whoever the article was, I can't remember, said that it was as indicated by a suggested Japanese
Oh yes, right. Yeah.
indicator.
Yeah.
So who knows? But it was 150. You might as well just buy a whole new system.
Yeah.
Buy like the cheaper white one and just have 2 consoles in 2 rooms and move your things between them.
Hell, I have 5
There you go.
Xboxes, so I
Yeah,
mean,
that might be easy.
This is the man that's gone through 11.
I know.
Oh
My
goodness.
Xbox sounds like shit. Like I'm running a disc. It's just like it has this weird gurgling noise. It's
Yeah.
like, oh man,
Jeez.
this is not good.
My Xbox from 2006 is still going.
My disc tray's broken. If you want to donate a disc tray for 360 towards
the
the
tray.
shoulder
Yeah,
button,
you can't
boys.
buy those.
The disc
can
drive
you?
isn't broken. The disc tray.
Just
Yeah.
go out and find find a HD DVD drive that somebody's not using.
Maybe
Just hook it
you
up
can
and use
jury
it.
rig it. Maybe you
Sure
can.
to do
yeah.
that.
You took it apart and tried to see if you could get in there, right?
I did, and then I didn't look at it. I took it apart. It's still
Oh, well,
in
go
pieces.
look at it. Maybe it's so easy to fix. And
Yeah.
then gotta like replace like the little
If
gear
I
or
if
something.
I have
Hot
to if
glue.
I have to buy another 360 before the Wii U, I can not buy a Wii U in 2012. I'll have to push that back to 2013.
Oh my goodness.
2
man.
months to go.
Hold
your
out.
Xbox has to hold out for that long?
I don't know, man. It sounds like shit
How often do you play?
every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
It's gonna die.
If I don't
it's gonna
play it,
die on you.
if I don't play it, it's at least on running Netflix or
Okay,
something
goodness.
or DVD.
All right. So speaking of new consoles, at the Tokyo Game Show this week, Sony has released what was long before leaked, which was the new PS3 Super Slim. Not the official title, but it's I guess the street title.
The actual new Slim doesn't look anything like the rumored pictures.
No, it
It
doesn't.
looks
no.
completely different.
No. Yeah, it is a lot smaller. I think they said 25%
Lighter.
lighter and 20% less volume.
Looks like a piece of crap.
So it still has the kind of same basic design, even back to the original fat PS3, but it has like these ridges on top, and they run across the entire top. But
Personally,
Matt already described his dislike for the design.
Looks like a piece
Yeah.
of crap. Like the top of it's like has like grooves in it, and to get a disc in it, you click a button and it goes whoosh, and the whole fucking top moves, and then you pop a disc in and it goes whoosh. What is this, a factory? Like, come on.
It doesn't go back. You had to push it yourself.
Oh, you have to manually push
Yeah.
it.
So it's like
It slides
you're
open
playing
when
a
you push a button,
typewriter.
but you gotta.
As soon as I saw it, I said, those are going to break.
Yeah.
You're going to be manually pushing that
Yeah,
over
yeah.
1 month from now.
But like, personally, when I buy a system, I'm not looking at the system when I play it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
looking
can
at
care
the
less what it
screen.
looks like,
I don't care. Like,
except for the color.
Well, mine are on display on my dressers, so I gotta look at it when I wake up.
well,
Huh?
I mean,
What's
like,
those?
I understand for the people that want to buy like the R2D2 version of the Xbox
I need to get that.
360.
That is gorgeous.
Like that, something like that. Like that's cool. That's awesome. Like when you're not playing it, you like look over, you're like,
Yeah.
Look at
What's
that
the
thing.
price on that thing?
I think it's $349
it's more than
That's
$300
way
because you get the Kinect and then you get Kinect Star Wars with it.
Not worth it.
Oh, it's such a
Nah,
bad game.
I believe that's
It's a-
400
it's a-
actually.
It's a 500 gig hard drive too.
Oh, that's a huge hard drive.
Yeah.
Because like, how much is it?
No,
is
maybe it's 340.
how much is the
I think it's
Xbox
340.
Slim, like the new Xbox?
340
250.
250, 250. How much is that retail?
That's
Two-
$299.
Still $299.
I think so. I don't. I
Fucking
bought it like 2 years ago.
That's expensive.
So
That's probably gonna be one I have to buy if I.
I
Mine
think
goes-
the Slim's a bad idea.
Well, I'm
Throwing that
kind of
out there.
questioning if they're prolonging this generation now.
Is it with the Slim coming out? Is that supposed to be like a portable version, like they did with the PS2, like that tiny PS2?
I would think so. I think they're trying to get to that route. A lot of people do actually carry their PS3s around still and take them from house to house and stuff.
In like messenger bags and
So
stuff.
I've already heard
But,
some
like-
people say that they like the slimmer idea.
But like with the moving parts and stuff, the part that slides, isn't that kind of
Gonna
stupid?
break.
To
Well,
have?
yeah,
that's
because
stupid to
I'm
have
really
on a
afraid to
portable
move my
system.
systems. Like when my
Yeah.
system's in place, I don't move it at all.
Don't
Yeah,
touch it.
really.
There's a dust line. If I were to move it, you can see exactly where it sits.
Well, in my room, I mean, my bedroom is literally like 10 feet by 10 feet. So like I have hardly any room. So like all my stuff is all like squished together.
Same
So my Xbox is sitting on those like little stands you can buy to put in your locker for school. Those like folded metal.
yeah.
That's what my Xbox is sitting
Oh.
on. So when I had my old white one, it would like it literally had no air circulation because it's underneath my desk, like where your feet go. That's where my Xbox
Oh my
is.
goodness.
And on top of the desk is the TV. So when the Xbox would like run, it would go like the disc inside would be like it would be spinning, and the whole Xbox would be going back and forth, going whoa 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 whoa. So I had to literally put it all the way up against the side of the desk, so it wouldn't go like dunk 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 into the side of the desk all
Wow,
over again.
holy man. That's not a good place for your Xbox.
No, it's not. But I had no room.
You said you have a 10 by like is your room square?
Yeah, it is. Square.
I have a perfectly square room because I'm on the main level, so I don't have a closet. I have an armoire,
Actually, no, I think
and
about
it throws off my entire layout. Like it is so hard to put out to lay out a room
Yeah.
when it's square because
Yeah.
it's not
I think my room is a perfect cube, 10 by 10 by 10.
You got 10-foot
10 a
ceilings?
10-foot ceiling. That's huge.
Yeah, it's like here.
No, this is 8 foot. But yeah, that's cool.
I hate my room.
We filmed The Matrix in there.
Or
We filmed our little
it
scene.
was
in
it
the
was
Ma-
ideal because it was a square
Yeah,
room.
that worked out very well. But speaking, Matt, you mentioned the console generation being extended. We even looked it up that the PS2 was released in 2000, PS3 was released in 2006, and so it's 6 years later now.
I thought it was 2007 the PS3 was released.
2006,
Yeah, 06, yeah.
Then when was the Xbox 360 released?
What, a year before, 2005.
2005.
Oh, I thought it was
2005,
06
yeah.
and 07. All right.
Yeah, but it's been
Sorry, my mistake. Sorry.
Yeah, so it's been another 6 years, and we haven't seen anything from Microsoft or Sony. So we're thinking maybe another year and a half, 2 years until we see a new console
Year and a half till you see
Not till we see it, but until it goes
announced
for
or
sale.
till you see it on shelves.
on shelves.
Well, it's kind of like that E3 thing. Like I said, there's usually an E3, they announce it. A year goes by, the next E3 comes around, they say, hey, it's coming out in a few months. Check out our games. Check out the final product. But at the same time, it almost seems like they're going to prolong it even longer. Because before that, I'm pretty sure like PS3 and that was leaked a bit before the E3 that it was announced.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
I think if more companies start doing more original property, maybe Sony and Microsoft will say maybe you can push this a little bit longer because there's a lot of original titles that were announced at E3
A few,
even before that too, like
Yeah.
new properties and even some sub new properties like BioShock Infinite, but there's brand new stuff like Dishonored.
Mm-hmm.
Dishonored, Watch Dogs, Last of Us.
Yeah. Like all these new properties, and like if they keep on doing that, they might push it,
Mm-hmm.
which I would very much like because I don't want to spend.
Yeah,
more money.
really.
I just want to take the time here to mention that Watch Dogs only, or
Last
Sleeping
of Us.
Dogs
Sleeping
only
Dogs?
sold 100,000 copies. Was it?
I think it was
Really?
around there. Yeah.
No way.
Oh, it's disappointing. It was a really good game.
That's
Yeah.
So
such
there,
a good
there's your
game.
reason why we're not getting new IPs.
Because
Nobody's
they're
buying
risky. Like a lot of consumers are, especially with the recession over there in the U.S., they don't have a lot of money to spend on a game, so they want to spend that on a game they trust, like a sequel.
Yeah, but then again, like at the same time, though, I don't remember seeing much marketing for.
yeah, you have to market.
That's
I
very
guarantee
good.
you would have
I-
sold
very good
more.
It was released. I think what made me. I think I got it because I came over and you were playing it.
If you follow
Yeah.
true crime, you will find it. But true crime is old now.
I guarantee you would have sold more if they called it True Crime.
Like was
Probably, yeah.
Sleeping Dogs or True Crime ever showcased at anything E3 or anything?
True crime. Hong Kong was showcased at 2 years ago. One of the chase scenes were shown at E3, and then it got dropped. And I think that's when everyone
That's when
was
Square Enix came in. Okay, see, like I bet you if Sleeping Dogs was even like snuck into a press conference somewhere, they might have sold better.
It's a really
is
good
true.
game too.
It is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
I enjoyed
it's
every
really
second
awesome.
of it.
It's a lot better than, dare I say, Grand Theft Auto.
It has its parts that are better.
The vehicle controls were clunky.
Yeah.
It,
The-
like
a
like
little bit.
I hit the left trigger to reverse. Took him like 7 seconds to actually put his foot down. And
the
start
the
back.
police in the game are very good at catching you.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
hard. It's
and
dangerous.
and like if you actually get knocked down by one, you have to be patient and let them attempt to arrest you, and then you can break away. Because I would always immediately fight back. I always get arrested.
Yeah. I would normally just run at them and then try to tackle them. They usually throw me aside and then arrest me. That was my
the
whole-
combos in that game are really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a cool combat system.
What was your favorite combo to use?
Light attack, heavy attack, heavy attack.
Mine was I can't remember the name, but it was just hold down A for a second. This is Xbox. Hold down A, then press B just to tackle them to the ground.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
there
do.
was an attack just to
Oh,
lay in
yeah,
it.
that's right.
And then you
Oh,
can pick
yeah,
them up
just
and do whatever you want.
lay
That's my
into
favorite
that.
combo.
What was your favorite environment finisher?
Oh goodness.
Oh,
The engine was pretty cool. The engine block, you can drop the engine on them.
that,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it was rare that you came across.
Oh.
Yeah.
The fish tank was my
The
favorite.
fish
Pick up the fish and just beat the crap out of them after.
The most common one I like to use was the dumpster.
Give him the dumpster, yeah.
Yeah, there's other ones like the warehouse or freezer spikes. That you
Oh,
can
that's
pick them up
right.
and
Oh, my
throw them
goodness,
up.
yeah.
Oh
Or the
god, yeah.
those were cool.
And then there's the
I-
fan too. You can throw them into the fan.
One of
I
my
haven't
favorites
played
was
this
the
game.
one on the when you're fighting on a when you're fighting on the roof
Mhm.
and you've got the air vent and you grab his face
You
and
just
shove his
Shove
face
it.
in the air.
Or
vent.
there's a table saw too.
Oh,
in,
that's
in,
so
in the
bad,
construction
yeah.
loft, you could
Yeah.
just.
take advantage of that.
Sounds like I'm missing out.
And also, just to mention real quick that there's some pretty big voice actors in there too.
Yeah,
Emma Stone and Lucy
Tom-
Liu.
Emma Stone, some good stuff.
Tom Wilkinson, is that his name?
Tom Wilkinson.
I don't remember hearing his name in it, but maybe.
Pretty sure he played the main your boss.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Oh
yes,
yeah,
that's correct.
yeah. Sorry. Yep, that's true.
Yeah. So okay, going back, if they had like just shown that even a little bit at E3, it would have probably done a hell of a lot better.
Mhm.
And now you're gonna see something like Watch Dogs. They're gonna market that thing out the fucking window.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're gonna
Because-
they're gonna poster that thing up like they did with Assassin's Creed.
I'm surprised we haven't heard anything from them since E3.
Especially
There
with
was a
the,
slight little like viral campaign.
Yeah.
They have a fake website for the club he's in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the with that trailer the cliffhanger at the end of that trailer there, where you see the second guy. So it's like hinting at multiplayer or
Mhm.
even co-op or something
Really
like that.
bizarre multiplayer.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go into that for sure. That's gonna be marketed.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be at least talked about.
And I kind of hope it's this gen, but I think it would look best on next gen.
I hope it isn't because I'm starting to see.
I wanted this gen.
Yeah.
But don't you notice a lot of your games are having problems now? Like I was playing Battlefield before this first thing happened, loaded 3 times, and then crashed.
You seem to have a lot of problems.
I have a
but
lot
I
of
think
problems.
it's
Yeah, but
just shoddy.
Keep in mind, you
systems.
have 11. You've gone through
Yeah.
11 Xboxes.
My dashboard on every single Xbox I've ever used, my dashboard takes like the normal time, or it'll take 10 minutes. It's taken up to 10 minutes to
Yeah.
load just the dashboard.
Yeah, that's true. I'm like, whenever I go to your place, it's like whenever I play the Xbox, I'm like, I just want to play Just Cause 2. Why is your Xbox taking forever?
Yep.
I mean, we are seeing great games coming out on this generation. Like they always say, like the end of the generation is when you get the best games because developers know how to code for those systems. So maybe that's why they're extending it. But the story I was trying to get to before this all happened was that PS3, Sony is going to support the PS3 at least through to 2015.
2015.
Now this extends their 10-year plan that they've always gone on. So
What I'm wondering is maybe these new IPs like were technically designed for future like generation consoles, and the developers like of course went to Microsoft and them, and they were like, no, we're gonna extend this generation. If you want to get this out, get it out now. I'm wondering if maybe that's kind of an indicator that they are going to be extending it till about 2015.
mm-hmm. It's a little.
Because with a brand new piece of hardware,
They're not gonna, but the new hardware's not gonna go like computers have kind of plateaued in the last little while.
yeah, the
There's
graphics
not-
cards have
Yeah, they're not like we've graphics wise we've maxed out on what we can do with the current hardware. New technology has to be invented
Yeah.
or developed or composed almost to go to the next step.
All the calculations are there. It's just what company can make it do it faster.
Well,
That's
yeah.
right.
If you've gone on YouTube in the past year and a half or so, there's some videos on there of the potential new technology for infinite rendering.
So it doesn't use polygons, right?
Yeah, it uses dots, not polygons, or something like that. Little.
Don't know what that means, but
all,
it sounds
all
pretty
these,
cool.
All these
Yeah.
GPUs, like if you want to render something like that, throw your computer in the garbage and start from scratch. The current graphical processing units will literally catch on fire. Now that was probably a little excessive, but I'm pretty sure they won't run.
Didn't that
But you
actually
did use the word
happen to you?
literally.
Yeah.
Get on
Yeah,
fire.
didn't that actually happen to you though? Didn't one of your GPUs
Yeah,
catch on
my
fire?
USB port shot out fire. Holden was holding a peripheral. He's sitting there. He's like, "Man, this is getting kind of hot." I'm like, "I don't know." All of a sudden, and then the motherboard died. And
Just
I was
a
like,
flamethrower.
"Yeah, literally a flamethrower, about an inch of flame," and I ran out of the room.
Wow.
Well, didn't you say you have like adapter, like plug adapter on top of plug adapter and the power bar into
I
your?
have about 6 power bars, and there's like, and like every wall we have a wall outlet every 3 feet, and every single one's taken, and I have an entire basement to myself. I have over 60 things plugged into one room.
Oh my god.
What do you do at Christmas time? Do you just not have a tree?
No, that's upstairs, and I have to turn some stuff off downstairs.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I do.
Oh my goodness.
When you turn on my room, everything hums for a little bit, and the lights will dim for a second, then come back because the current draw is too high.
Christ, Matt.
That happens in my room too. When I turn on the Xbox, my light will dim quickly, but like I have literally for each thing on the wall, I have one power bar.
I just
And those are
got
filled up.
just
That's
got
it.
new lights in my room, and when you turn the lights on, it's really dim. I'm like, oh, these don't work, and then it slowly gets brighter.
You got the compact fluorescent ones?
Yeah. Those
until
are
it's
the
like
worst.
until it's like white, and I'm like, ow,
Yeah.
because I turned them or I screwed them in, and I'm like, these suck. My old ones are brighter than this. So I walk out, and I'm like, hey mom, new lights don't work, and then I walk back into my room, and I'm like, ow, okay, maybe
Yeah.
they're okay.
Yeah, so we got some more hardware news. We've mentioned this in the past. Valve is entering the hardware space because they're disappointed with how little innovation there is in the PC market. And apparently, I believe this is rumored. This is that Valve is entering hardware beta next year.
Yeah.
We still don't know what this is. Could be a console. Could
I
be.
hope to God it's a
Peripheral.
console.
Keyboard,
it's
mouse.
keyboard peripherals and stuff like that.
Is that really worth it? I mean,
I could see it. It'd be really handy to have like a Steam bar on top of my keyboard. Because with this new community, you just click on like a button that says community and it just automatically goes to it rather than having to go to the button. And
yeah,
find
but is
it.
that really the innovation they're talking about? They're criticizing the whole PC industry.
Yeah,
And
really.
they're going to create one button that
Yeah.
you can access the community.
Maybe an ergo keyboard, like an ergo keyboard design sort of thing, but not like that same design, but for gaming. So you know how like the ergo keyboard's different. Maybe they're gonna have a keyboard that's like different, not like an ergo keyboard per se, but like one that's different specifically for gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
I mean,
that's
like,
their thing.
as opposed to
That's
like
boring.
a
Yeah.
QWERTY, as opposed to a QWERTY keyboard.
And there
just
are
having,
gaming
like-
keyboards.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have a gaming keyboard.
I
Steam
think
console.
it's going to be a console.
Yeah.
and you're really
probably.
excited for that.
I
Right?
mean, I would abandon I would abandon everything from Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo to go
Well,
for a Steam
like, have
console.
you seen the new software where you can have like Steam on your TV?
yeah.
Yeah.
We had mentioned that in the failed podcast
Oh.
last week.
Yeah.
the one that's sitting in cybernetic oblivion?
Yeah. But that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
So maybe they are moving towards that. Here's hoping, I guess. Right.
Because then you could just sync it up to your system.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
Even Steam now, I would always like to get into Steam, but just the inconvenience of upgrading your computer, that's still one of the worst things.
They
Just
have plateaued though, like you said, right? Like I have an older rig and it plays things on like new higher end things on medium, which is fine, whatever.
yeah, but then just going into your settings and like you have to adjust settings according to what you have and whatever. Like I would even be more willing to go to Steam if I used an iMac. If I had a pretty powerful iMac or what are the towers called?
Mac Pros.
Mac Pros. Like if I had one of those, it's pretty standard. Like all the graphics in those computers are pretty much the same, and you just set it for requirements for Macs. Just have this Mac with this unit, and that's it. You're pretty much good. Or this amount of RAM.
But you
It's
could
not-
buy a PC. You could build a PC with those same specs. Though.
But see, like I can't be bothered to go and find out which specs I need for this game or which ones are the best settings for this game when a console just does that. Just literally put in the disc and it runs.
Yeah.
This is true, yeah.
And Mac is a little bit easier. Like, I see Mac as the stepping the middle point between a PC and a console, where there's a little bit of tweaking here and there for your settings, but there's not a lot you have to do.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, I
and
can
it's,
see
it's
that, yeah.
ridiculous for gaming computers these days too. With like you're paying $2,000 for a computer that's gonna run a game as well as a PS3
Yeah.
runs the same game,
Mm-hmm.
and that computer, the parts alone are worth $1,100. It's just all the fact that it's this name brand and
Retail
the
markup.
labor, and the markup that gets it to 2,000 or whatever. And then, like, okay, so it's still a computer, so you can go on the internet or whatever. So it's got all the computer functionalities and everything that you'd want for that. But who's gonna pay an extra $1,600 for that? Like, if you buy a gaming computer to play games, it's obvious.
Yeah.
I do think eventually consoles will start to run the full operating systems. Like there was a rumor once that the next Xbox would run Windows 8. So then when
it's like the new, isn't it the new update for the dashboard?
Well,
It's supposed to look like
it
Windows
resembles
8.
tiles. Like the
Yeah,
new
it's the
update looks
stupid
like
new tile
like,
thing.
like the Windows tiles. But it was rumored at one point that the next Xbox would actually run Windows 8.
Yeah.
So when you boot it up, you can dual boot it for your Microsoft Xbox or your Microsoft Windows,
Yeah.
and you can literally just treat your Xbox like a computer system.
But we were also talking
That
about
I
how it
would
might be
find interesting.
upgradable,
That I
too.
would use.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that upgradable
you-
Xbox.
and you don't
That I
like-
don't like. See that
They're
goes
back
to
to
the
ground,
PC. That
square
would-
one. They're done.
Yeah, and then I would go for Sony or Nintendo or
Or Apple's game console. Huh?
no. So where the controllers are going to be a flat pad
No,
and
come on. No.
with two circles on it.
Hey,
They're
no,
not
it's gonna
stupid over
be
there,
a rounded
Apple.
rectangle.
Yeah, so there'll be rectangles, yes.
And they're going to sue every other company into the ground.
Yeah. Hey,
We
you made
invented
you
the
made a new
NES.
system.
Yeah.
You made a new system. We're gonna sue you. We made a system.
The NES uses the same color of gray, the same shade of gray that we use for our controller.
We're gonna sue Nintendo for a system.
Well,
they
I'm
made
pretty
20
sure the
years ago.
GameCube used the same processor as the Mac Minis.
Really?
They're pretty much the same thing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that I could play Super Mario Sunshine on a Mac Mini?
If you found a way, you could probably, yeah.
If you can.
If you can, you could. Yes.
You know what? That's words of brilliance right there. Pretty sure if you can, then you can.
Okay, so this next piece of news is probably only exciting for the three of us here. It's Mass Effect 3 Omega DLC.
It's a bad game.
See, that's what I mean. Matt Lawrence does not like it.
Turn off his mic.
Hey man,
I'll just mute that out of the recording.
Just did it. Put it
just
in audio
profanity
dub
buzzer it
like.
out.
Just be like when Matt talks.
I'm Matt Lawrence, and I love Mass Effect.
This game is the best game I've ever played.
It's the
Thank
best
you-
game
thank
on
you,
the
Matt.
Citadel.
Thank you.
Oh,
Matt.
little-
It's wow.
There you
My
go.
name is Matt Lawrence, and this is the best game on the Citadel.
So yeah, this is pretty cool news. I enjoyed the last piece of DLC. Did you ever play it?
Which one is the last one?
What was it called?
Leviathan.
Matt Lawrence knows. Look at that. Okay, Leviathan.
No. In fact, if I'd asked which was the last one, then the answer should have been no right off the bat. But no, I haven't. Because when I think I said this before, when I finish a game, I don't put it back in for a new DLC that's been released. I'll
Mhm.
wait till I play it again and get everything that's missing.
Yeah, it's a little bit nicer that way.
Yeah.
Do you get to change the color of the explosion at the end?
Oh,
In that too?
I don't know, but the Omega one, obviously referring to the Omega system, which was taken over by Cerberus. So maybe we'll be going there to clear it out.
Yeah. I
So-
was kind of disappointed they didn't include that in the actual.
Because they
game.
talk about it quite a bit.
Well, they talk
with
about
the-
it and the comics.
Yeah.
Which I very much enjoy. I like the books and the comics. It shows one of them is them taking it over. I think it's called Mass Effect Invasion.
Yeah.
Unless I'm
that's-
getting confused. Yeah, that is them taking it over and driving. What's her face out? Aria.
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 Yeah. And more Mass Effect news. I think BioWare just hinted at this. A new Mass Effect game.
This pisses me off.
New trilogy. Remember, they said this is the Mass Effect's only gonna be a trilogy. Now it's gonna be Mass Effect: The New Trilogy.
Looking at you,
Written,
The
Halo.
prequels.
written and directed by George Lucas,
So what
featuring Jar Jar.
you probably said this before, but what don't you like about the?
Jar Jar DLC.
Oh my goodness. This sounds absolutely awful. But yeah, why don't you like a new?
Oh, I
Mass
can even picture him in your squad choosing screen. Jar Jar in his stupid looking.
Yusa
face.
pick Misa.
I want it to be complete. Like I hate when they just kill a franchise by continuously releasing stuff. I just want them I want it there to be three main games. There's 2 spin-off games, Galaxy and an Infiltrator for the iOS systems. There's 4 novels, maybe 6 to 10 graphic novels or comics. And that's it. That's it's a good story, and all the graphic novels and the books tie in nicely.
Mm-hmm.
There's stories about Anderson in between the games. Sorry, I don't want them to keep going because then the quality is gonna start to deteriorate, and it's gonna taint the franchise.
But I mean, BioWare's always been known for their storytelling, so I'm not really scared the story's gonna be bad.
But they have outsourced stuff before. They have like
Yeah.
for I think Knights of the Old Republic 2, they couldn't
Yeah.
be bothered, so they outsourced it to
Obsidian,
another.
yeah.
Yeah. So who's to say they might not do that again?
I don't think so because they seem to be taking this on personally. They didn't say we're at least again. They're just hinting at a new game. Nothing's like formally announced. So
I just don't want it to happen. I want it to be done and complete.
and they also did just announce Dragon Age 3 Inquisition, I believe. It
Oh
was.
yeah, I think I saw that too.
And it's gonna be running Frostbite 2.
Well,
engine.
wait, what's it called?
Inquisition, I believe.
There's also a Mass Effect comic that's called Inquisition.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
Bioware's
It's-
recycling.
It's about C-Sec. It's about C-Sec corruption.
Oh, okay.
Pretty cool story, actually.
Cross universe action happening right there.
No, that'd be ridiculous.
Would it?
No.
Dragon Age meets Mass Effect.
The Reapers come and kill all the Dragon Age
No.
people because they're too advanced.
You just see this guy running up with the sword. He's like, "Backfall, beast!" and he just gets disintegrated because they're like,
That'd be hilarious, actually. It'd be like a 5-minute game.
"Yeah, really." You see that? Then the dragon comes out. It's like one big epic, like cinematic. It's like da 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 da. And it's got like the music and just dragon flying through the sky, and then just dragon just explodes and it's over.
That's a pretty good Reaper sound effect there.
Hey.
Moving on, Microsoft is hiring a CBS executive for original Xbox TV content.
Did I post this story?
Yes, you did.
I didn't read it. I just
Okay, yeah, but
I saw the headline. I posted it.
Didn't
it's
read
just
it,
it's
there's
just
no
a
words
general
on it.
what do you guys think about the TV services on Xbox?
Piece of crap.
Yeah.
Did anyone use it?
No.
I don't even think they're even available, or if they are, I think they're probably pretty limited in Canada.
Yeah.
It could be maybe they're trying to get episodes onto Crackle.
Crackle-lackin'.
Is Crackle Microsoft?
Crackle's a Microsoft thing that's like a free Netflix.
Because it's on like iOS now.
Wait,
it's on the
it's
PS3. It's all free.
yeah, it's free, but it's really bad. Like they have a movie called like The Russian Specialist.
Oh yeah.
They got some good stuff on there.
Didn't
They have
watch
some
that?
good stuff.
Don't they
some
have
of it.
Lethal Weapon on there?
They might have,
They have Jackie Chan Adventure Show on
Yes,
there.
they do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
right.
one reason to get it right there.
It's free, so whatever, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know. Netflix will always beat it, I think.
Of course. I mean,
Yeah,
paid
obviously.
service compared to a free service. I mean, not always, but it's always pretty good.
I actually watched The Russian Specialist on Crackle.
I was with you. It was bad.
Oh,
my
man.
goodness.
It was horrible.
But it seems like they're getting serious with this, and I've always just liked Microsoft really pushing this multimedia thing on the Xbox. They're all saying, "Oh, most people use their console for watching movies and stuff and music." I'm like, who listens to music on their Xbox?
Yeah.
Who listens to music?
Well, Matt.
Shut up.
All right. Hey, man.
You're the odd one out
look
who
at
does
the room
who
that you're
listens to a
sitting
completely
in.
quiet radio in the car.
Yeah, I drive 2 hours to work. Just nothing.
You're
I would
also
fucking
surrounded
fall
by
asleep.
musical instruments.
I would be dead because I would have fallen asleep already in the car.
You don't even know what an XLR cable is.
I don't.
That's how much you hate music.
I don't hate music. It's always good.
So they have this
music
CBS
because he
exec-
doesn't know what
does-
an XLR is.
What are they trying to do? Like original
I don't
programming?
know. It's really weird. Yeah. I hope not. That sounds a bit scary.
Maybe they're trying to get TV channels on there because there are like tablet TV apps.
Well, there's like stuff like like if you have a Rogers TV, if you have Rogers TV, there's a Rogers TV app, and you can associate your account with your
Well,
Xbox.
And that'll charge you $250.
Maybe this is for their smart glass
Smart
thing they have
glass.
coming out. You know, maybe she's. I don't know if it's
like
she or
smart
not, but
glass.
maybe they're coming in to help kind of work through the communications between television networks and Microsoft.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome, actually. I like smart glass, despite all the stuff we've said about
I need
it.
to see it
Yeah.
first.
As of now, to me, it's just a gimmick that's gonna die off.
Yeah.
I think right now it's a beta. I think once we start seeing like when Windows 8 comes out, Windows tablets start coming out. Once they start get their second gens, I'll probably buy a Windows tablet.
I think if you actually have practical use for it, like if you're actually interacting with something, that's fine. But like the way they demonstrated it with their King of Thrones thing,
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones demo at E3,
Yeah.
like it was just like random information and things about the cast and crew.
And
It's
like, you don't want to sit there reading
yeah,
while
it's
you're
like,
watching the show.
I'm watching the fucking show. Why would I want to read this?
I do that on Walking Dead though. AMC Story Sync when the 5 minutes before the show starts, it says grab your tablets and log into AMC Story Sync, and that's what I do. And I read and watch AMC's Walking Dead.
Do you do that the first viewing?
Everything. I have a standard definition, high definition TV. So I have standard definition, high definition, and I have my tablet, so I do everything.
He's got Story Sync on his tablet and his
You
computer
have two.
at the same
You're
time.
watching it on two screens as well as your tablet.
And my computer, I have Story Sync on there because sometimes my tablet doesn't load it very well.
If you ever want to get radiation poisoning, go into Matt's basement.
Wait, so you have The Walking Dead running on two TVs at the same time?
Yeah, an old cabinet TV from the 20s.
Okay, so
That's funny.
so on your HD TV, I'm assuming it's running on an HD feed, AMC HD.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, but I've noticed there's always a delay in the HD receiver. Like if you were to put an SD and an HD channel beside each other,
Right.
there's always a delay. So are they completely synced up, or is there
Yeah,
like?
I synced them because I put them through the same receiver. I have a standard
Okay.
definition and high definition sound receiver.
Jesus Christ.
This is why radiation poisoning.
Like you walk into his basement and you just hear the.
Yeah, anyway, going back
Yeah,
to
from
the
the
Game of
Geiger.
Thrones.
Geiger counter, yeah.
Going back to the Game of Thrones, like I don't want to read shit. Like if I'm there sitting down to watch it, like it bothers me when I'm watching something with my sister, and there's like a good story, whatever. She picks up her phone, she starts doing something, or she starts texting somebody or reading
That
something
is
on her
the
phone.
worst.
I'm like, I like pause. I'm like, put down your phone and just watch the fucking show. Like you're missing stuff. And then if she misses something or I don't say anything, she'll ask me to rewind it and say, "What happened? Let me see that."
Oh, jeez.
It's like, no, I'm not. Based on principle, just fuck off.
Good lord.
So I don't want to read shit. I don't want to look at anything while I'm watching something.
We've talked about this in school with our crazy teacher who's obsessed with it.
Yeah, our teacher is making us come up with our own idea that involves TV and tablet directly. We have to pitch it.
Yeah. A lot of it was the same. I mean, I'm not sure how much this is going to evolve.
Yeah, how different can you get?
Oh, the 4 or 5 ideas relating to sports.
Oh, that's right.
The
Yeah.
Wii U video already
Yeah.
does that. You can look at replays and
oh yeah, I was
look
gonna
at
say, like,
maps
replays of
and
sports.
stuff like that, and
Mhm.
look at
See
information.
see the plays on your tablet.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, stupid Brett. His ideas
Oh,
are
okay.
I hope the God he never listens to this.
I'll share it to him tonight.
Link it to him.
Let's move on to our last story. We talked about Netflix a bit, so this kind of ties into that. Netflix is saying that we're all in Canada here. Netflix says that Canada's broadband cap's almost a human rights violation because of how the data cap you can get is so low. I think one here in Canada is like 15 gigabytes per month.
Unlimited right here.
I
Yeah,
tear through that in like.
I
in
have unlimited, unfortunate.
15 gigs a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that in like 2 days.
So
I don't pirate.
How many of
anything.
us are? How many of us are unlimited?
I am.
I am.
All
I-
of us then.
I am fortunate to have a local company still that hasn't been taken over by one of the major corporations, so they don't regulate what I do or what like any downloading that that happens, or they don't care.
I have AOL, so I'm technically in Kansas City at all times. If you look at my IP address, it's like Kansas City, Missouri. I'm like, all right.
1, 2, 3 fake streets.
So
Yeah,
what was
really.
that? What does that do for like your location services?
My location services. If I go into my house, my Near app thinks I'm in Kansas. I go on a couple of my tablets, and it was like I was trying to find this one app. It was like like you could do like phrases, and I typed in like I'm bored or something. It was like you can go to this coffee shop down the street, and it's like New York, and I'm like, oh, no, it can't.
Kansas is not down the street from New
No,
York.
but it bounces around because it proxies my internet automatically. That's how because it's American service provider, but it goes to Canada because they have a Canadian branch. But it proxies through America and it bounces to different servers depending on which one's being better that day.
Which one's being better?
Well, which one's faster, right?
Who's been a good boy today?
That seems crazy. So like, what do you do if you have like a phone GPS?
Phone G.
Do you gotta map
Actually,
it like
I think
manually?
some of them are starting to fix it now because
Just
some of my
go
newest,
to 3G.
well, no,
That's
some
not a
of my
problem.
newest devices though, I tell it. I just say like I live here and it just knows where I am. So I think some of them are getting better. It might just be because they have GPS in some of them now.
Yeah.
So they just look and they don't look at the internet. But the ones that rely on internet are all messed up.
Yeah. So we're all unlimited. That's kind of weird.
Well, mine's ridiculously slow. I think they just.
Well,
they
you're running off of 3G cell towers.
They just
So
say
yours
like
is
he's
gonna
even
be-
going to be able to download 15 gigabytes with this slow internet.
That's gonna take a month.
Yeah,
to do
I know
that.
people who do have caps, and it's very unfortunate and sucks.
And then they supercharge you once you go over too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now the problem with it though is
Throttle your speed.
my
as
one
well.
friend he didn't have a cap. He called them and they're like, no, we haven't installed a cap in your area. It was Shaw actually because Shaw had just taken over his service provider. And then they're like, we will install one later. And then he called randomly and they're like, yeah, you're capped at 15 gigs a month now. And he's like, well, I've already gone over that by double. They're like, well, unfortunately, that's not our problem.
Oh my goodness.
There wasn't any notice.
No notice. That's too bad. You pay for the service. You should know.
Wow.
I guess that's how it works. That's what he told me anyway, which is pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
People are douchebags.
I dread the day when my local company gets taken. We'll probably get taken over by Shop because they've taken over all the other ones in the surrounding area.
Yeah.
But you got to think though, we're starting to get out of broadband. We're starting to get gigabit speeds. So if you stay with broadband, it'll be like dial-up. Dial-up has no data cap. So then if you
Who
want
wants to use that? No.
well, I mean,
my aunt still uses dial-up.
no, but I'm saying like at the time, like right now we have broadband and dial-up. In the future, we'll have gigabit and broadband. Broadband, of course, right now isn't like really horrible. So if you really don't want data caps, you could always stay with
Is
that.
broadband gonna feel like dial-up in the
It
future?
might. I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably.
That's
You're gonna
that's hilarious.
you're gonna see your YouTube bar go and then play and then stop.
I hope someone brings up this podcast and hears us. We'll probably be dead
Yeah.
by then, and then
In the year 2121.
oh well, we're not gonna be dead by then. But
21,
2121?
We'll be dead.
oh, I didn't hear the one.
2021.
Yes, that's what I heard.
2121.
Okay, and then in that time, yes,
Yeah, we won't be dead.
the big broadband.
Oh, what is this puny earthling?
That's what my
Technology.
grandparents used. Okay, so let's move on to the rants. Our final. We only have one rant for today.
Well, we have a long ass show.
How long? What's this?
We're at 30 or 45.
Really?
I feel like we've been
I'm sorry,
talking-
an hour. I've been reading the wrong thing. We're at an hour 40, hour minute,
That makes more sense because we're doing
Hour
2 weeks of
what are you
material.
saying? I don't know what you said.
hour 60 seconds.
40, 40, we're at 40, 80.
We're
An hour in.
hour 41 minute.
Right, 20, yeah.
Anyway, this rant is brought to you by Matt Lawrence, and it is called "Stupid Company Choices."
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Hey, man, you gotta think. Okay, the first one, especially from the show, the let's not sell gamepads. What happens if I get mine in my box? And this is gonna happen, 100%. And I'm gonna open it. It's gonna be like, hey, the screen won't turn on. Let's wait 3 weeks and pay $150.
Okay, in that case, I'm already gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Most places like Best Buy or Walmart or Future Shop or maybe Target at that time, they're gonna have a 7-day straight up exchange.
This is true. This is true.
If it's within 7 days, they'll just no questions asked. They'll just give you a brand new system.
But okay, but then even
Also,
then,
there's gonna be warranty on the system too.
And then after that, you have like Best Buy's protection plan.
but I have mine 3B Games though. I don't know what they have.
They have
does
protection.
Nintendo not have their own?
They
warranty?
do. They like every company now has like a 1 year thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I
if
hate
it's-
shipping it away though because I don't like waiting the 2 weeks or
Yeah,
whatever.
I know.
That's the worst part, shipping it away, and I would hate shipping something away that has internal memory. Like the Xbox, I like being able to take the hard drive
Yeah,
off and
if you,
saving that.
Yeah, the first Xbox, if you send off
Even
your
the
hard
second
drive,
one you can
didn't
take,
get it
you
back.
can still take the
I sent my
hard drive out.
PS3 in to get repaired, and
But here's the thing though, they make you sign stuff. Whoever you send it through, saying is for some reason PlayStation has to go in and alter system files or alter memory, and something's missing or something's corrupted. They're now responsible and they're allowed to do that.
wow.
And that scares the shit out of me. And I like the original Xbox because you take off the hard drive,
Yeah.
and you can do that with a new one.
Yeah,
You can open up the side and take it out.
Yeah, I have a. I got the crappy 4 gig
Oh.
Slim one with my laptop when I bought that last year, and I just bought a.
Oh, you
I-
you did that deal? If you buy a laptop, you get a.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was the HP buy a laptop get an Xbox thing. So then I was like 4 gigs. What the hell am I gonna do? So it just sat in my closet for like a couple months, and I was like, wait, buy a 250 gig Xbox for $100, pay $80 for a 250 gig hard drive, plug it into the Xbox, and there you go.
yeah. And what are the company choices that have been bad?
Well, what about the Capcom? Let's develop games faster and not give like a.
Oh,
That is stupid.
Come on, like what the heck? The Sony. Sorry, you took this Vita. You took this Vita memory card and put it into this
That's
Vita.
stupid.
You have to wipe this thing.
Yeah, now your thing has to be wiped.
I'm legitimately concerned for
I have one.
future license problems with memory cards, like not being able to take a memory card out and putting it somewhere else.
This-
Like, what's
this
the
is gonna be a
point?
catastrophe.
What point of a memory card?
Yeah, there isn't. Yeah, because once my thing's broken,
Yeah,
Fuck
just sign up for cloud gaming or whatever, and just send everything to your cloud.
this is gonna be a disaster. I think this is just gonna be an
What
absolute
about-
disaster.
What about Capcom continually making Street Fighters?
Oh. Well, I
You
mean,
know-
if they keep selling, I mean, they'll keep making them.
Well, that's what they say about Call of Duty.
Yeah, those
They
keep selling. out.
You know what I found out the other day? That SNK versus Capcom was completely. It was an accident. It was never supposed. It was never supposed to come into existence. It was a misinterpreted headline in a Japanese article, and gamers started freaking out and started a rumor that it was SNK versus Capcom. I keep on doing that, and then the two companies just figured, what the hell? We'll make a game.
Wow.
They had no intention to ever make a game.
Wow, that's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
Found that interesting.
How
Marty,
about
you had one?
Sony not lowering the price on the PS3 so that's the same price as the Vita?
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Who
yeah.
the hell is gonna buy a Vita if you can get a PS3 for the
That's
same
what all
price?
my friends say. They're like if the PS3 was $299, even though it's more money, they would be like, I might buy them both. But the fact that I'm buying a handheld and it feels like I'm buying a PS3, I would just rather buy a PS3 and that's it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I love the Vita more than anything. So
Holy man.
You got,
Wow.
you gotta be
Wow.
shitting me.
the Vita is so amazing. It's always docked right beside me, and I'll be sitting there and be like, hey, Xbox crashed and Vita.
Now
You
you
know-
claim you play it every day, or
I
at
play it
least
every
use
day.
it in some form every
You
day.
know what I love more
Even
than,
with your 4 tablets.
more than
Yep.
anything?
Every day.
I love moist towelettes.
Some anyway, but the Vita is amazing. It's like a mini tablet for one. It has an amazing display.
We know you love those.
I only have 4 tablets.
Only 4.
I bring a new one every time.
There's a nerve to say only.
And
He's got a tablet for every day of the week.
pretty, actually that's a good idea.
Oh,
Anyway,
what have I
along,
created?
moving along from that, but it's amazing because you just like I have now I have Dynasty Warriors on there and I just live on that.
You just live on Dynasty Wars.
It's friggin' awesome.
Live in Dynasty Warriors.
It's
He thinks,
amazing.
He thinks he is a Dynasty Warrior.
Actually, quite rudely today. Actually, I beat a level. I beat 2 levels on Dynasty Warriors, and I hadn't got the option to save. And then it needs to access the server because I turned on networking. The instant it tried to access the server, which is through the PSN, it turns off the game and says you need to update firmware now. I'm like, okay. It was either a cancel or nothing. I'm like, okay, update. It updates, restarts, lose all my data. Had to restart.
You know what that reminds me of? Completely unrelated. You know when you had a Nintendo DS and you were like, I want to change the clock time, and it's like, okay, done. And then you try to go back to the main menu. It's like the system will now shut down.
Oh God.
back
yes.
or okay. Like, why do I have to turn off?
Yeah, if you access anything operating system related,
Yeah.
the system would actually turn off.
Yeah, it's
You
like
have
the
to turn
system will
back
now
on.
shut down. I just changed the brightness.
Did they fix that, or is that still
Yeah, no,
active?
that-
Yeah, it's not in
It's
the
fixed
3DS,
now.
but
Okay,
the
that's good.
Nintendo DS was like, you had
That's amazing.
If you went in and changed your name, like this is John's 3DS, this is Mike's 3DS. The system will now shut down.
That's amazing.
Okay, like it doesn't even reboot; it's just off.
Yeah, it just shuts
I'll
off.
just sit and wait.
Actually, this reminds me of the Xbox. Like I don't know when you like do an install. I mean, how sometimes it'll restart. It'll ask you to, but it'll just restart. That's all it'll do. It won't hard shut off.
Mhm.
Before, when they were trying, what happens is in the old days, it used to say to actually it needs to restart, and you had to do it yourself, which was fine. Whatever, I'll do it myself.
In the
Well,
old
then they-
days.
Well, in the days when it was like getting automated, so what they did was they inserted a patch for about a month where it would just hard shut off your Xbox. And hard shutting off the old Xbox with the old chipset had like a 40% chance of it red ringing. So I updated a couple games. Damn it, Marty! I updated a game, broke my hard drive. I got another Xbox, updated a game. It like shut off, hard shut off, turned back on, 3 red lights, dead. 2 of them dead because of this patch.
Wow.
Was it worth it?
It wasn't.
Did you really have to even ask that question?
I think Xboxes should just come with the old reboot buttons. Like you have like the old PCs. Instead of just one power button,
Yeah.
and you had a power button and a reboot button.
Yeah.
You should just have one of those little ones at the bottom. You have to do with your pinky.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, I think we'll leave it there for tonight. You can check us out on youtube.com/shoulderbuttonboys. Check us out on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. I'm not going to add any more things that Matt will have to create later. And so, yeah.
I do enjoy Twitter.
We accidentally have a Twitter account because Ryan misspoke.
Well, we always planned to have one, but just we didn't have one up and running at the time.
Make sure to pin us on Pinterest.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then make sure to subscribe also. Thank you.
Pizza.
Wow. That's 2 podcasts ended like that, Mark.